Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. So now guys, I brought you a story recently about Malam El-Rufai of Kaduna State coming out in the public space to say that the next president should come from the southern regions of the country and that he was not going to support any northerner running in 2023. Now, Malam El-Rufai has since reversed this position, and I shall be bringing you a video on that subsequently, but I am using that as the precursor to this video that I am bringing you now, and I will explain further down the video. As guys, I bring you this Tinubu / Dogara 2023 presidential campaign posters emerge. So the 2023 race is now in full pelt, and Tinubu is not really disguising his position anymore. But then again, the headline: Tinubu / Dogara 2023 presidential campaign posters emerge. So now let's now see what our narrative is backing up this headline. 2023 campaign posters of the national leader of the All Progressive Congress APC, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and former House of Reps Speaker Yakubu Dogara have emerged online. The posters, which have elicited different reactions from Nigerians online, has strengthened rumors that Tinubu may nurse a presidential ambition. It will be recalled that Dogara recently left the People's Democratic Party (PDP) for the APC, further creating suspicions that he was gunning for the vice presidential position in 2023. Last week, Dogara held a closed-door meeting with Asiwaju Bola Tinubu in Lagos State. Others at the closed-door meeting with the former governor of Lagos State were Minister of Education Adamu, Bauchi State APC Chairman Uba Ahmed Nana, and Bauchi Central Senator Hilaru Daudu Jika. Also, the Coalition of United Political Parties, CUPP, said the APC may have lured Dogara into APC using the propaganda of Northern Christian VP to Tinubu. CUPP, in a statement signed by its spokesman Ikenga Ugochinyere, stated, "I hope they have not used the propaganda of Northern Christian VP to Tinubu to lure my very good friend to the APC party that might not survive the upcoming intra-party 2023 crisis." So, as I said, but I started off, of course, by referencing El-Rufai, and El-Rufai has now come out again in the papers to say that he did not actually say that he was not going to back a northerner in the 2023 elections. So you can see the shifting position of this very shifty man. This is a man that cannot be trusted. His words are not worth the spewing that comes out of his mouth as those words emanate. So the calculations of El-Rufai is all about 2023, and there are two people calculating for 2023, El-Rufai and Tinubu. So the calculation of El-Rufai is for 2023, and his calculation for 2023 is twofold. He is gunning for the number one seat, that is his primary objective, but he's gunning for the number two seat, that is his secondary objective. So he is gunning for the number one seat, but he is seeing that it will be very difficult for that number one seat to come to the northern space. One, because of that power shift arrangement that the Nigerians all understand to be the template that we're working with, and more importantly, after the experience that Nigeria has gone through with Malam Buhari and his nepotism and his cluelessness, the last thing that Nigeria wants or will accept is another Fulani man to replace Malam Buhari. So he is doing those calculations. So his calculations are twofold, as I said. His furthest reach is for the number one seat, but his more immediate and more realistic reach is for the vice presidential position. Now, Tinubu is never going to appoint El Rufai as his vice president, because Tinubu is too clever to do that. Because El Rufai is a verilous troublemaker, and he knows that El Rufai has ambitions towards that seat, and he of course doesn't want to go the same way as Yar'Adua. So Tinubu is with certainty never going to appoint somebody like El Rufai as his running mate. So what you want as a running mate is somebody that is docile, a bit like Yemi Oshibanjo, a bit like Sambo, whatever his name is, that was the vice to Goodluck Jonathan. Those are the sort of people that you want as your vice. The sort of person that you don't want as your vice is a character like, let's say, Atiku Abubakar. So somebody that is very potent, that is very large in his own personality, you don't want that sort of a character. And that is the sort of character that El Rufai would be as a second to a principal, because El Rufai, of course, in his own head is the smartest man alive, and he thinks it's the most deserving of the seat. So he will be undermining you all the way through, and he will be plotting against you all the way through your regime. So the calculation that El Rufai is doing is twofold. It's Aregbesola or Fayemi. Those are the two people that he's looking at. So Aregbesola, Fayemi, or Rotimi Amechi. So those are those three names really that El Rufai is doing his calculations on. So let's just look at those three names then. So Aregbesola, one, is a Muslim, so it will satiate the Muslim needs of the northerners, so that's part is covered, and he's a southerner, so he will satisfy the southern need, so that part is covered too, and is robust enough of a character to be a president, so they can sell him and Nigeria would buy him. Certainly the southerners will buy him, the Yoruba land will buy him, the Igbos might well buy him depending on who is running against, and definitely the northerners would follow through if there are only two southern candidates on the ticket. So that is the calculation. The second calculation is for Fayemi, but then Fayemi is too dangerous an element for El Rufai, because Fayemi is a very calculating man and is a very clever man, but also Fayemi is a Christian, which weighs against him, especially for the northern vote. So you have that element as well, but that can play either way. The other element, which is Rotimi Amechi, is to satisfy that clamor that the country has never had an Igbo president. I don't know if Rotimi Amechi classifies as Igbo or not, but certainly he comes from that mix. So if they are going to go all out, then they can go for Rotimi Amechi, and El Rufai will just tag along with the hope of doing a Yar'Adua on him. I don't know if he wants to do that or not, but certainly he doesn't want to run with Tinubu. So now this thing that is coming out in the public space to say that Dogara and Tinubu are forming some sort of alliance is leading to the recalibration of El Rufai to reposition himself. So he's opening that door again for a northern possibility, because the northern possibility only opens up space for one and only one person, and that is of course himself, El Rufai. There's nobody else within that northern space that has the cachet to run apart from El Rufai. So he's opening up that little window for himself. He's plotting with the people that he considers southern, because of course if you look at his public relations people, his media, whatever it is, they're all Yoruba people. So he has all of these Yoruba spokesmen that are speaking for him as his official spokesperson. In Kaduna, there are plenty of Kaduna people that can be his spokesperson, but then of course that is already preparing himself for that presidential position. Conversations in the comment section, the plot thickens, and it thickens towards our 2023. What says you? Come share thoughts. But before you do that, click on the red subscribe button so it turns gray. The bell button notifies you every time I drop a new video. Click on like as well, because that helps with the YouTube algorithm. Once you've done all the clicking, come join me in the comment section, then come tell me what you're making of what I have just theorized. So I'll leave you here. Carry this conversation on with you in the comment section, but here I say peace.